we begin, I just want to say I'm sorry for the lack of uploads lately. I've been very busy with some other stuff, but I'm going to try my best to see if I can upload more content onto here. I also got a new song coming out too, so there's that to look forward to. With that out of the way, let's begin the review. Now, I'm a big fan of horror animes. The story, the writing, the characters, the blood, love that shit. My favorite one happens to be Tokyo Ghoul because of the characters and the fact that demons love coffee. Fucking love coffee. But like a lot of subgenres, there's always going to be that one thing that either people don't want to talk about it or people don't even want to touch. Of course, I'm talking about the infamous Corpse Party. Now, if you ever seen a top 10 list for horror animes or disturbing video games, you might have heard of this game. If not, let me break it down for you. Corpse Party is an RPG survival horror game about these group of kids and one teacher get trapped in this haunted elementary school and have to survive their way and make sure not to get killed by these ghost kids and that big ass thing with a hammer. It's one of those survival games where your choices do matter because it affects how the game ends, since this game has like 27 endings. Nonetheless, it's a good game. The anime, however, isn't. Why, you may ask? Well, it goes through this kind of thing that I like to call the oof and ball syndrome. It tries to be exactly like the video game, but instead it fails and falls flat on its face. Now, I heard from anime fans that this is known for being one of the most grotesque, disgusting, and disturbing animes ever made, which is kind of the reason why I wanted to see it. Now, the problem with this anime is that the way it delivered itself. It was very fast-paced. Now, don't get me wrong, I like a lot of fast-paced movies. For example, I like Chronicles. That was very fast-paced. But it depends on how you present it. The way Corpse Party did compared to Chronicles is that they just basically threw everything at you without a second thought. Like the beginning when Nami and Seiko split up. Nami steps to a dead corpse and froze up, while Seiko comes to basically comfort her, and Nami just tells her off. Wait, did I say tell her off? I mean fucking scolds her. Nami! Nami! どうしてすぐ来てくれなかったの？すぐ戻るって言ったじゃない。私殺されかけたんだよ。何がずっと一緒よ。私を一人にしておいて、危険な目に遭わせておいて、よくそんなこと。I had to stop her. Another problem being that a lot of the scenes that were in the game weren't really featured in the anime. I mean, the scene with the blue flame with basically explaining where everyone was and how to get around, that was taken out. The scene with the pool with all the dead bodies from the water, that was taken out. The scene where the teacher got crushed by death and you were talking to a dead kid saying that you really don't care about your student, that was cut out. I mean, granted that it was 4 episodes, but the fact that they cut all this part out just to rush it shows that they kind of half-assed it just to put filler and to make some gore points. And speaking of gore, you weeaboos, man, have such the weakest stomachs. I mean, you guys really over-exaggerate over the gore in this anime. You guys did the same exact thing for School Days, and that scene wasn't even graphic. Oh, she stabbed him and her head got cut off. Yeah, that's really disturbing. I know people have different reactions when it comes to this, but come on guys, the scenes in this anime are not that disturbing. We're feeling festive. Join the party, we'll try not to find anger and restless. Don't hold it against us, we're alright, the fun is starting. A celebration that lasts eternally, I'm always Is it over yet? What? How is it scared? Come on! What? I'm a rapper! We're not scared! I'm not scared of anything! Now, the most disappointing thing about this is this thing had a lot of potential. I mean, there was a lot that they could work with. But because they shortened it to 4 episodes, it came out as rushed and half-assed, like no work was put into it. But despite everything I said, they at least tried. But too bad it wasn't good enough. Now, I highly recommend you check out the video game for yourself. The story is good and it's pretty fun to play. I also recommend you check out the manga. This is a hardcover copy I had. Now, while making this review and making sure I get everything right, I found this one in my collection, and this thing does a pretty good job going into more detail than it does in the game and in the anime. Matter of fact, the scene when Nami and Seiko fight, it's much more emotional than it is in the game and the anime. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna grab those scissors over there, stab my eyeballs out, and sacrifice myself to the ghost kids. I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you later. Peace. one more thing. You guys are pretty much dicks for scaring Satoshi, knowing that he's very cowardly and easily scared. I mean, I know you guys are friends, but... come on. Kind of a dick move.